book. Reading it back now as an audio book is an amazing experience, and I'm really proud of that production project. It's not just me sitting here reading to you. It's got unreleased music and voiceover work from some of the people in my life, like Mark Ferrari from Keel, Brian Slagle from Metal Blade Records. So many people have helped read the book with me, and we're releasing that one chapter at a time on my membership site, patreon.com/Ron-Keel. You can go on there right now and listen to the first 13 chapters. We're almost done with Volume 1. And then when that's finished, we're going to release a 2-volume set this Christmas with the sequel, Even Keel, Life on the Streets of Rock and Roll Part 2, which really encompasses the last 5 years of what I've been through, what I've done. So much of that story can be found in my wife's book, Anything But Pink, on becoming a cancer survivor, which we just published a couple of months ago. And you, Greg, you and your listeners may or may not know that a few years ago, my wife, Renee, was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer. And when you get that diagnosis, everything changes. All of a sudden, life is not the same, and it's never going to be the same. So my focus became taking care of her and being there for her during chemotherapy, radiation treatments, 9 surgeries to finally get her cancer-free. And during that time, I did not tour in 2017. I did not. We did a couple of shows close to home, which were even still difficult because she's in the audience wearing a mask. This is 3 years ago, long before anybody had a surgical mask. We've got a closet full of them.
Wow.
And all of a sudden, I'm in quarantine, Greg, and that's exactly what it was like 3 years ago for us, because all of a sudden, I can't leave. And everything's got to be kept spotless and clean. You got to wash your hands. You got to clean off every light switch. You got to clean off every doorknob, because those people that are undergoing chemo are extremely susceptible to infection, and an infection could be fatal. So 3 years ago, long before this pandemic started, I was already homebound, working from home, and quarantined and keeping clean. So I built a platform online. That's why I keep pushing this Patreon thing. It was perfect for me in 2017, 2018, because I built a stage in my house where I can entertain you all over the world from right here at home. I share that exclusive content, music, audio, videos, fan interaction, merchandise discounts, all this cool stuff that you're going to find on my site for $6.99 a month. And so I was working from home already. And so that's why this quarantine or lockdown or whatever you want to call it really hasn't affected us too much, because we went through it a couple of years ago, man. We've already been here, done that. And the opportunity to entertain people from home, write songs, entertain, record, perform shows. I was performing on the internet long before any of this happened, and I'll be doing it for years to come. And that doesn't mean to say that I don't miss the stage and the sweat and the guys and the lights in my face and the fist pumps and the high fives in the front row and all that. Man, I love that stuff. I can't wait to get back. However, my house is always going to be here, and all of the fans at patreon.com/Ron-Keel are welcome to come over anytime they want.
That's outstanding. Well, Ron, I know that you don't stay I should say stationary very long. You're always very busy. I love this new album. I'm telling the Rock and Metal Revivalists to go out and check it out. It's called South by Southwest. Get yourself a copy. And Ron, you are always welcome back here at Rock and Metal Revival.
Thank you so much, Greg. Keep up the good work. I appreciate the opportunity to talk to you and your listeners, and I'm a fan as well. So just keep doing what you're doing, and I'm glad to be a part of the show this week.